Okay. I have a bit of a controlled mess here on my table. Trying to figure out how to work on this kit. And I ran into a few roadblocks. Just a few. Nothing crazy, just a bit annoying. It got to the point where I had to say, no, I have to back away. I have to stop. I need to relax a bit. Take a breather. Watch some TV. Have a very strong drink. You know, something stronger than this. Because sometimes, you know, there are certain things that comes into your head and you say, okay, I know this will work. And then you realize, why is it not working? And I've come across a few things that just drove me nuts here. Completely nuts. I will discuss that in a moment. I was just like saying to yourself, the thing that I was like, I just took a few days to break off on this. Started watching some YouTube videos, watching the Sony conference for E3, checking out the new games that they're talking about. I don't have a PlayStation 4, but I may look into getting one now that I saw that cool video of the VR helmet, the VR gear, and where you can actually there's a video of, you know, you can actually fly the X-wing based off the Battlefront series, which I'm a big Battlefront fan, and I got the there was a sale for the season pass, so I got that so I can get some certain maps in the game and characters and all that stuff. But I really like Battlefront. Not many people say Battlefront is their cup of tea, but I like it. Also been playing Fallout 4 because why not? Fallout 4 is great, especially on my new machine. Getting 60 frames per second, but that's because I'm using an old video. I'm using the stock video card that came with the computer. I still have the 960, which I didn't stick onto the new computer yet. That's something that I will do after I finish building this kit. But that's another video. So just stay tuned for that one. I know you guys are keen on that. But once I finally refreshed my head and came back, it's like you know, when you do homework, you say, wait, I gotta walk back. This is not working for me. And then you come back and say, oh, okay, now I got it. The same holds true for this. Now, here are the side armored parts of the legs. And you'll notice certain things that are different. I removed the thrusters. Like here's one of the thrusters that I removed. And I cut this little part off. And using a where's my pin? Where is it? Oh, here it is. Using my pin vise, I drilled a hole through here. So you see the hole. It's right there. And then using the Dremel, I sanded a bit, just a little. So that way it's easy for the LED light to go through. Give me a second here. There we go. So here's one of the LED lights. These are the 3mm LED lights. And using this battery as a test, see how powerful it is, you see? So when the thruster is applied over it, there you go. Granted, I don't think you're going to see that much detail on this because it's too dark. Even maybe that way, who knows? Let me see if I do that. Yeah, a little. But I'm hoping to update this by, you know, I'm going to paint the inside, whether it's silver or metallic blue. I've been thinking of metallic blue for a long time, but I haven't thought of it yet. That I'll figure it out. But, so I had these done. I'm still working on these two. But then went to these as well. And I drilled holes let me just remove this because you're going to need to see this. So here are the LED lights, which I drilled holes on that end and on that end so they could stick out a little. This part here I had to cut off because they didn't form, going right, and sand it down a bit. And there's enough spacing in here so that the wiring can go through, so I don't have to worry about that. That's actually, I felt better with that. Oh, and I cut this off. You know what? Thank you, Zaku Aurelius, for mentioning that in your video. To tell you the truth, that would have been annoying for me, but I did this, so my hat's off to you. So, yeah, I did that. This is right now held in by pressure. I was just test fitting it right now to see how it is. So that way, once you, actually, can I do a LED light? Let me see which one is which. Okay, so there we go. So there we go. So the light turns on down there, and then this will be super glued right over that. Actually, like that. So now let me just put this on over again, just a little bit. While that was happening, I also drilled 2 holes. I actually put the thruster pack here, and then I drilled the 2 holes right through. Boom, boom. And then now this is where the tricky part comes, because I'm going to have to paint this kit. I can't paint it while it's together. So my idea would be, hear me out. First things first, wiring. So I attached the positive negative to this. Weld it. I'm going to cut this off and welding it right there. Then I'm going to I'm not going to weld this one. This is going to be pulled up to a certain degree, up to there and there. But I'm going to see if I can super glue it to the side so it doesn't interfere with anything. I was originally going to put wires here and then stick it through there, but then that would have been a pain in the ass to weld it from the inside. So I'm going to make a battery case using plot plate. Then the case will have two of these batteries that I just recently got, the CR1220. They're very small. They're about maybe this thick, but then with the box and everything else, fine. And I'm going to put them in there. I'm going to take also to heart what Zaku Aurelius told me. Maybe I should cut these 2 off. If it doesn't fit, but I'll figure it out. I always try to find ways to fit things. So the casing will have the switch at the far end, and then an ability for me to, if I have to pull it out a little bit, I want to give it enough wiring to give it some slack to pull it out. But then that way I can take out the batteries if I have to. And then the switch will be turning on and off right there. Then the wiring will go out here, and I'll have enough wiring to sticking out. So when I finish painting this guy, I'll just slide the wiring in, close that up, and then solder those 2 parts right there. That's the plan, which I'm going to do and hopefully show this off once I'm done. I already got that done. I've already got this one done, which I need to clean up a bit as well. I was hoping to have these done and then ready to show you on camera what it would look like. Instead, I spent my better part of the time trying to figure out how to get this one working. Now, I sanded off the chest parts right here. You see? So I can put the 2 photo etch parts of the vents. So that will fit perfectly in there, and then I'll just bend it out, and that'll be fine. Now, I spent hours, actually to tell you an entire day, because I gutted this head, gutted it completely, and trying to figure out to put a switch here and then the battery there to hold on to turn on this light. it didn't work for me. I mean, I even cut this off completely, and that still didn't work. And I was like, what the hell just happened? Why doesn't this work? That's when I decided to walk away and just get out of the way. But that didn't stop me to continue, and I figured out how to fix this, because after gutting the inside and all that stuff, I was able to do this. See? How did I do this? Well, let's go around and look. There was a little notch here, which did not dictate nothing. Didn't do nothing at all. It only showed the orange part of this part that went down here. So I gutted the inside a little bit more and put that little switch that I showed you. I actually had to go through many switches because some of them broke. Then down here, I found that there was a huge gap here, right between this, and I began cutting this off. And I have the little LED light, the little battery that I just showed you a few moments ago. So it's easy for me to take it out and put it in. There's two metal plates in there, and I used these. Hang on a second. These are little candle holders. You know, those I guess 1 hour candle thingies that you can turn on, and I think these are made of tin, or yeah, I think they're tin. So all I had to do was cut it and super glue it to the custom casing that I made, so I can take it out and put it back in. So I have the positive and negative going through there, and then I put the wiring. If you could see this, hold on a second. See right now the wire. There we go. Did it turn off? Yeah, this thing is not completely 100% perfect. There we go. Because I just did this for a test. So, see the wiring sticking out from here. Now, there's going to be the umbilicals, but I'm going to see if I can shorten these wiring and then maybe put some other umbilicals down there, so it can go into place. So, this is just for now, just to show you. I had to, the waist part here, which goes back, actually bashed against this, so I had to sand down a portion of the waist back here so it can go backwards, so that way it at least shows, you know, going up, but it doesn't interfere with the battery pack or the wiring. So this part is going to be the most difficult part, because I'm going to probably keep this there so I don't lose the positioning of the wiring, and then I'm going to paint the whole thing except for the blue. I think I may have to lift this up a bit just to take out the blue and then put it back on again once it's finishing painting. But yeah, this came out good. The one thing, of course, is I have to take apart the head off. So this part here, the actual excuse me, clear part for the mono eye, it looks good like that, but you see the sides, and the sides have details, so I may have to paint the sides as well. So that's going to be interesting how to do that. Actually, it's not too bad, because I could always put like a little what do you call that? Put a masking tape over it, or not. Going back to hold on. Oh, that's right. I almost forgot. This I don't have to worry about, because once you put this over it, no scarring, nothing. You can barely see it. So going back to what I was saying with this, going back to here, when I start painting, these will be super glued, and of course it will be painted over. Once it's finished painting, then I'm going to take thinner and then wipe off the paint that collected over the LEDs, so that way once I put the lights, it will show through. The thrusters, it will show through. Alright, so give me some time to continue working on this so I can turn it on so you guys can see it. And also I gotta figure out this. This is the one part that is also giving me a little bit of a headache. I have enough room for these the two batteries that I told you. It's how I'm gonna get the lights here. I think I'm gonna have to gut these off. Yeah, and cut that off, and then yeah, what I'm doing here may be replicated here. So stay tuned for my next video on seeing if I can do that.